Hey everybody, this is Austin at the Best I Can Afford Antiques channel, asking you to hit that little like button down there. Since I always forget to say it at the beginning of the video, I'm obviously filming this after I made the video, coming back, editing it into the beginning, and then we're all set, right? Seamless. Best director ever. Hey there everybody, this is Austin at the Best I Can Afford Antiques channel, showing you some what I believe is Native American silver and turquoise jewelry. Some of it has coral. Some of it might be synthetic, whatever. Who knows, really? I'm just learning about jewelry, so hopefully a bunch of people who know about jewelry will tune in and they'll tell me exactly what I'm wrong about and why I'm wrong. Let's just assume I'm wrong. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna look for maker's marks. This one's marked sterling. That kind of looks maybe like a mark. Maybe just a casting flaw though. So we'll keep looking a bit. Yeah, this side looks a little casting flawish too, doesn't it? So let's not count on that being a mark. But yeah, otherwise sterling. Nice piece of turquoise and coral up top. So we'll just set that to the side. These are all going to be pretty valuable. I mean, depending on what they are and who the artist is, I don't think any of these would be worth less than like $50 or $70. I haven't looked into it too much, but I mean, really, some of these are going to be well into valuable, I do believe. Like this signed one. Gosh, can we tell what that says? RFS maybe? Oh, with a bear. I think there's a bear around it. Oh, is that 925? Okay. So yeah, also sterling with a bear signature. So I'm gonna put any with a signature over in a separate pile. Isn't that a fancy ring? I mean, somebody really worked all that silver. Oh, is that a turtle? And an eagle. Oh, and this is a snake, I bet. Oh wow, this is a very cool ring. What do you guys think about that? That's like real art, huh? Ain't no shame in that game. Yeah, I'm gonna set that one up top. So I think anybody with a signature can go be in the fancy pile, and we'll research that. And this is a very cool one. I've got another buffalo bison headed one around here somewhere, so we'll have to look at that. Sterling 925 with an A. Maybe just some scratches on it too, but it almost kind of looks like there's something there. 4. Oh, look at that. So yeah, we'll have to see what that is. So yeah, mark on that one. Oh, that's cool. Almost like a mosaic. Like a micro mosaic of what I imagine is turquoise and coral. It could be synthetic. Is that a little tiny 925 mark? I'm not going to try too hard to get that, but we see it there. It could just be remnants of that tape that was apparently on there. I don't see any marks on that unless that's a tiny one. Oh my god. Is that a tiny little mark? I'll keep that one separate and we'll just see what we see. Me checking that out by myself. This looks a bit shiny. I don't know if that'll be silver or not. It's very shiny. But that's pretty cool. I like that quite a bit. Maybe like a black enamel ring around the outside there. That's a very cool looking ring. Either way, I like that. I don't see any marks on it. We'll put it in the unmarked pile. That's cool. I wonder if these colors hold any significance or if it's just like, stones in someone's native region. I don't see any marks in here. We'll put that in the unmarked pile. This one also looks pretty chromy, doesn't it? Just a little too bright, maybe. Just looks like it has a couple of scuffs or something on the inside. I'm not sure if these will be anything or not. That's an interesting like sunrise micro mosaic. So I do think maybe these are handmade. I don't know. I'll have to look into these because this one looks quite a bit similar to the other there. It's an interesting stone. I like that he put it all flawed in there. Very wabi-sabi. MP. So that's a sign piece. I don't know why somebody snipped it like that. Maybe they were just trying to resize it a bit. I snapped it back out. I said snapped a little too aggressively when talking about bending silver jewelry. Yeah, so MP, I think. Maybe an NP. I don't know. I'm sure I can look both of them up. But that's an interesting piece, and I like that. I imagine that's silver with a... This is a very interesting... Do you guys think there's anything special about that stone? Like maybe it's not just turquoise. Maybe it has like an inclusion of emerald or something. Or maybe we'll just never know. Because my camera won't focus on it. So yeah, that's 3 sign pieces so far. Or at least marked. This one's very fancy. I'd be surprised if this one didn't have a signature of some sort. Ooh la la. Aren't you good looking? Oh, and look at that. Sterling with a big old J. I think a J, right? Isn't that pretty? Yeah, and I think all this is going to be done by hand. I think they probably twist this little piece of wire and they etch these little feathers and stuff. Very pretty. So we'll set that in the signed pile. We're up to 4 pieces there. I'd also be surprised if this one wasn't signed. It looks like a very worked piece. I like that their bodies coil from the one side of the ring to the other. That's a very cool thing. Oh, what is that? Almost. We almost got that, don't we? It says Zuni. I'd really like to know. The stupid post. The actual ring part of the ring. I guess I'll have to come back, but that definitely says Zuni. So we're going to call that a marked one. We're going to set that up top again. Ooh, isn't this a fancy one? Ooh, aren't you good looking? I think this is fairly old, I would think. Sterling, RS. Go in the signed pile. Is it just gunky? Oh, I hope it's not just gunky. I don't know. It feels a bit gunky. I think so. We're going to have to clean this one. There's stuff all over it. Oh, seriously. It's dirty. It's like it was... Oh, you know, though, look at its face. And then look at its backside. I wonder if those aren't entirely different metals. Or if maybe this one just was facing more opposition than the bottom part of it. Either way, it's another signed one. So obviously any jewelry with a signature on it's going to increase its value, you know. People are always going to be looking for certain artists and stuff. Well, that says something. Mexico, I think. That's an interesting piece. Do you think that's turquoise, or do you think that's maybe ground up lapis lazuli? Or is it just 2 like bars of lapis? I can't really tell if it's like the mosaic things were, or... It's good looking though. I like it. It's just stamped Mexico. We're gonna have to look more into that. Another sort of micro mosaic piece. A little bit of art on the band. I like that. Interesting, like, open design. I don't see a mark that we're gonna. Oh, I don't see a mark that we're gonna be able to read. I think I'll have to come back to this one on my own. This is pretty interesting. Pendant for a necklace. I'm not sure. Looks like turquoise, maybe tiger eye. And I don't know. Could that possibly be an emerald? I sort of doubt it, right? But you can see through all the backing. And this is 925 as well. So yeah, that's a pretty handsome little setup there. Alright, who do we got here? Another clawed one. That's pretty good looking, isn't it? I like that quite a bit. Oh, and it's capped off with like a silver leaf. And then sort of the same designs repeated over here. I like how it's tri-leafed so that it takes up this sort of triangular section of this ring here. Isn't that kind of neat? I'm very surprised this doesn't have a mark. Huh. What do you think about that? Crazy. Okay, fair enough. We'll set him in the unmarked pile. Look, this is a big fat thing. I mean, this has got to be like a men's ring to wear over a glove or something. I don't quite understand it. But it is a honkin' chonkin' thing. And there is a 95 mark? Yeah, I'm gonna guess that's what that is, even though it's probably upside down. Let's see if we can see it from this side. I don't know. Does that look like a 925 mark? I'm gonna guess it is. So, maybe is that a garnet? Maybe 4 garnets around this big old. Is that turquoise? Do you think? What is that? What is that thing? And then just like as much silver as you like. I mean, how many werewolves could you stop with this ring? You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. This one obviously needs more research, but interesting scroll work down the sides. All of it's silver apparently. I mean, goodness gravy. That ring alone must have a fairly substantial value to it. Another claw ring. I mean, they must find these like in the. Oh, you know what? I think this is the one we looked at the other night. That's my fault. Yeah, with the arrow mark. So we will put that in the signed pile. That's pretty good looking. Some damage to this maybe obsidian. Not that one. It's just a little scuffed up. Just this one has a chip in it. Oh, this one's signed to SY. Sterling. Huh. Yeah. Almost running out of room in our signed pile. This one has a big claw in it. And man, that turquoise is super turquoise. I mean, that is a pretty stunning color of turquoise. Let's find a different one. I mean, I think this is also turquoise, so I mean, you know, it must have an inclusion of a different mineral in there, but still the aquamarine kind of blue of that one, that is pretty wild. So let's see if that has a signature on it at all. Well, let's finish looking at it a bit. Man, they did a lot of work to cap in that claw, keep it in there. Sterling with an N. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to watch this video back later and I'm going to learn, I'm going to pause it on each of these rings and I'm going to figure out who made each of these. Isn't that pretty? I wonder if that's coral or if that's I see there's some sort of, I don't know if I'll be able to pick it up again. It looks like there's like striations through this. Almost like it has an internal like structure. So maybe that's a natural thing. Fingers crossed. Doesn't look like there's any sort of mark on the bottom of this one. Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Schnookered. Oh, look at those bad boys. Those are pretty neat looking. Is that turquoise, do you think? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Just marked sterling, it looks like. No marks on the inside of the band. Ah. It's so weird when they don't sign stuff like this, don't you think? Like, they don't want anyone to know who worked on this? I mean, you really made something, buddy. Look at this thing. Maybe turquoise, some sort of jadeite, and a coral? I don't know, buddy. Oh, I kind of remember this feather with kind of swirls there. Maybe they all just kind of copy each other. I'm not sure. Oh, wow. RN Sterling. It's nice to see the backs even work there. That usually tells you something significant. I'm going to try and take this down without knocking everything over. You know, I think this is just like string, but it's got some interesting stuff on it. So we start at the bottom with this figure here. Just looks like he might have had something attached to the bottom of him at some point in time. This is gunky. I gotta wash it, but there's like stuff all over it. I don't know what's going on there, but we've got two fairly big crystals, and then we've got some lapis lazuli, I think, with some barbecue sauce on it. Hold on. So we've got some substantial crystals, some lapis, and then maybe some turquoise, I think. Maybe some sort of beads there, and then we've got some charms. We've got a feather, maybe a small bear, another bear over here. None of these are marked or anything from what I can tell. Maybe a fox or a coyote there, and alternating beads and little minerals and stuff. And then we've got lapis again. Lapis lazuli is a pretty if I'm identifying this correctly, which I think I am, lapis lazuli, depending on its grade and stuff, can be a pretty valuable stone. I mean, as expensive as, like, I want to say, like, diamonds and stuff. Maybe I'm not quite, maybe I'm being too generous about that. But yeah, another feather charm, some more weird beads, some more stone beads, or, some sort of mineral. Probably turquoise again, and then some pink and clears. I mean, wherever this is made, I mean, that's a substantial amount of like lapis lazuli beads and stuff. It's a pretty neat necklace, don't you think? With dude down at the bottom, I'm not sure. I'm sure I've seen that fella before. Just an interesting little turquoise beaded necklace. I mean bracelet. It's a bracelet. We got some interesting watch parts. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? I don't know if they're marked anything. I'll try and see without you guys real quick here. These ones do not appear to be marked in any way, shape, or form. Looks like a mother of pearl sort of deal. These are the same things. They're the end of a watch band, so or a bangle or whatever you got there. But you would attach your other ends of the watch band to these things and have this on your watch. But that's pretty cool, huh? The purple and such. Maybe mother of pearl? I don't know. Seems like they found a couple of different grades of mother of pearl there. That's pretty cool. I like that purple a bunch. Oh, I don't think we looked at those. It looks like they're like silver, almost like the that one bangle. Never mind. These aren't marked anything. We got like 3 or 4 sets of these. Bear with me. Let's see. These ones. I think that's going to be like a thunderbird. I mean, it could just be that it's some bird. It could not be a mythological bird. Aren't these cool? Aren't these wild, dude? Yet another, this one's attached to a lucerne. Kind of a fancy face. I like the face. But, sterling, oh. And that one says something. G over a little mark. Huh. I like it. That's cool. We got quite a few artists here. Alright, so, hey, what do you guys think about this? Is this going to be silver wire, or is that just some sort of like shiny wire? And what do you think that stone is? Comment below what you think any of this stuff is. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. You know what? I know this video ran long. I get wrapped up in looking at all this stuff, and I know some of you guys do too. So if you want to watch it with me, you can. You want to see my big dumb grubby hands look through stuff, that's fine with me. This is Austin. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. I absolutely adore you. And we'll talk to you next time.